What's going on, guys? Back with another vlog. It's Road to Nationals Part 2. On this day, I am 7 days out from stepping on stage on the national stage. Okay, so this is essentially peak week, the start of peak week, and I started with back on peak week. Probably my favorite muscles to train is back. I really enjoy starting back with cable pullovers, just because it pumps a lot of blood into my lats. From there, I moved to this high low row. Um, you could easily do this exercise with a cable. I think I'm gonna make a video or start incorporating more exercises where we don't use these fancy machines, just so you guys can know how to do these exercises at home. But or I wouldn't say at home, at your local gym, because I know, quite frankly, here at Empire Gym, we're blessed with these amazing machines. They can be pretty fancy, and I know most gyms don't have it, but here I'm doing the high to low row. This is I believe my first working set, right? And really working on feeling the stretch. All right, I feel like for back, the most important portion of the lift is the stretch that most people neglect. And almost for every exercise, really, most people neglect full range of motion and feeling the stretch and the tension on the muscle. All right. And for this, I always like to do it thumbless, essentially wrapping my thumb over instead of under the handle, as you can see here, and really feeling the stretch and pulling my chest up. All right. When I try to pull my elbows down and my chest up, that's the cue you want to think about. All right. I did, I believe, three working sets or two heavy working sets. On the second set, I did a drop set, which is what you're seeing right here. I dropped roughly 50%. And here, being this close to the show, I'm really just trying to focus on the contraction, on the pump. I'm not going to be building any strength being this deprived. I'm not going to build any muscle considering how low my calories are. It is peak week, but I really try to keep the intensity, try to get the blood into the muscle the best I can. From there, I moved into this low row machine. This machine is awesome because it has a swivel handle, and it's a really great exercise to hit your mid traps, essentially your upper back, and hits a little bit of rear delts as well. But again, I use the chest support to really pull. As I extend my arms, I really try to let it pull my back apart. And when I pull with my elbows and try to pull myself into the pad and stick my chest out as hard as I can. All right, this is my first working set. Working the stretch, pulling with my elbow and sticking my chest out. That's that's everything you need to know essentially to train your back. Is really focus on the stretch and the contraction. All right, don't neglect the stretch. None of this half rep BS. All right. So on this day, guys, I was feeling pretty deprived. This deep into prep, going into my third show, honestly, everything's a drag at this point. It's my third time peaking for a show, within essentially less than 2 months, peaking for 3 different shows, and an overall 19-week prep. I'm in my 19th week of dieting, right? But overall, super grateful. This is self-inflicted. That's one thing you got to understand when it comes to bodybuilding. You're deciding to put yourself into this situation, right? Like, this is all self-inflicted. It's painful, but something about doing things that most people struggle to do, right? It's what makes you extraordinary, right? And that's one thing I strive to be. Is I strive to be different. I strive to be extraordinary, which is why I get into competing, because number one, I love the journey, the process, right? I love lifting. I love competing. I'm a natural competitor, and doing something that I know most people can't do is what gets me going. That's just how I roll. I like to be different, and I feel like competing does that for me. And at the same time, I get to inspire others, because a lot of people, quite frankly, they don't believe in themselves. So pursuing this, I have a lot of people telling me that I inspire them, and that's what I want to do. I want to be a beam of inspiration, right? Because, when I first started bodybuilding, I didn't have the genetics, right? I was skinny, and I still feel skinny, quite honestly, compared to all these other competitors. But I was super skinny. I got picked on for being a little twerp, you know what I mean? And bodybuilding really helped me take control of my self-confidence. And overall, it made me feel amazing, right? Which is something I wish to share with so many others, all right? But that was my first drop set, all right? From there, I moved on to bicep curls, dumbbell bicep curls. This exercise right here is very simple, right? Keep your chest up nice and high, elbows to your side. And when you scoop the dumbbells up, try not to let your elbows come behind you as you're coming back down. Keep the tension on that bicep. All right. And as you can see, as soon as I come back down, I try to bring it back up. I superset the bicep curls with lateral raises. All right. Again, making sure my elbows lead the movement and not my hands. I try to make sure my hands are below my elbows to make sure I put all the tension on that side delt. All right. And from there, guys, I love doing this superset, at the end of my upper body days. Just triceps and lateral raises, biceps and lateral raises. And you can see, guys, from this video, I'm pretty freaking lean. My triceps are feathered, my shoulders are striated, and I'm having an amazing pump. So guys, I just got back home from the gym, just trained back as you saw. The gym closed early because it's Saturday. They close like at 5 p.m. So I didn't get a chance to do my cardio. And one thing I haven't showed you guys is after my second show, I purchased this on the Facebook Marketplace. Boom. Check this out. An Arc trainer. Look at this, guys. This is like my prized possession right here. Absolutely love this thing. I've been using it almost every single day, every single morning for fasted cardio. This thing can easily cost you like $6,000. And on the Facebook Marketplace, I found this lady that was trying to get rid of it, and she sold it to me for $800. It was an absolute steal and one of the best investments I've made for myself, for my health. Emily, my girlfriend, she's been using it all the time as well, and it makes it so convenient to get my cardio in. This is an absolute prep hack. If you can get your favorite cardio machine in your house, I highly recommend it. You then have no excuse to not get your cardio in, okay? But about to do 40 minutes, then have maybe another meal after. So when I got back home from the gym, I had some chicken and rice, just 5 ounces of chicken, 200 grams of rice. Gonna do cardio now, right? In my home, in peace, and just get after it, all right? Second workout of the day. Just gonna get through this. It's so weird. Like, now that I'm carbing up, it's peak week. I feel like my body is still falling apart, but my brain is sharp. Whereas before, when I'm depleting, both my brain and my body's falling apart. But now, it's just my body, which is great, because mind over matter, right? If the mind is right, then you can make your body do whatever you want. But gonna get 40 minutes, listen to some music, maybe to a podcast, and maybe watch some YouTube, whatever my heart desires, in the comfort of my own home, which is the best part. Again, guys, if you can get a cardio machine in your house, it is clutch, okay? I highly recommend you look into places like I said, the Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, wherever. You can find really good deals. But just to kind of go over why I love the elliptical so much, as you can see, I'm never hitting the ground, so it's very low impact. I'm using both my arms and my legs, so I'm exerting a lot of energy with my whole entire body as opposed to just two limbs like my legs. Like for example, the Stairmaster, you're just using your legs, right? What about your arms? Your arms can push and pull as well, so you're missing out on burning more calories with your arms, right? So, and at the same time, things like the Stairmaster, it's higher impact. You're constantly stepping, right? It's like you're hitting the ground. Here, you're just gliding, right? So it's very low impact, so you preserve a lot more muscle. So you're preserving more muscle, burning more calories per minute, right? And it doesn't take as much effort to burn a lot of calories because you're using your whole body to burn calories as opposed to just two muscles. If you try to burn the same amount of calories you do on the elliptical per minute with the Stairmaster, you have to go a lot harder because you're only using your legs. But you're gonna get, we got 38 more minutes. I'm gonna shut off the camera and finish up this cardio. All right. I promise I'm gonna finish. So guys, right there, just to show you, 40 minutes, 581 calories burned. So glad that is over. Thanks for tuning in to this vlog. It's peak week, 7 days out from stepping on the national stage to have the chance to earn my pro card. I've been working very hard for this, you know, doing everything I can to come out my best. From there, it's in God's hands. It's up to the judges, right? I'm gonna play with my strengths, which is conditioning and shape. I know I'm not gonna be the biggest guy. Regardless of the outcome, I'm super proud of the package that I'm bringing. I'm looking my absolute best right now, and I'm just taking it one day at a time. You know, but appreciate you guys tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and appreciate you guys, all right? Peace.